Alright, so I'm getting ready to set up this BitDefender box. I've got everything out of its box. If you haven't seen the unboxing video to see what all is in it, you can. Anyway, so I've downloaded the app from the Apple Store. And let me explain here for you guys who don't know, there's not real instructions in what app to get. You need to get the BitDefender Central app. There's a number of apps on the App Store, but it's BitDefender Central, and then when you set up BitDefender Central, it'll actually ask you if you want to set up BitDefender Box. And so I've got all my stuff here. I'll show you how I plug it up to my system, and I'll show you the screen on my phone, how we set up BitDefender. So that's what we're doing now. So next you're going to see the screen of my phone and the steps on the app, because that's the next piece we'll do, and then I'll show you how I set it up, wiring and everything next after that. Alright, before I show you the app on my phone, I want to tell you this. If you have Box and you do not have another Wi-Fi router, don't buy one, because Box can be also, BitDefender Box can be your Wi-Fi router for your house, so you don't need another hub or connection. This can be it. You just plug it up to your internet, set up Box, use the app, and you're done. If you have a Wi-Fi router, you're going to do what I had to do, and that's, we're going to take this, set it up, and you'll see I'm going to plug it up to my Wi-Fi router, set everything up, make it communicate and control my Wi-Fi router's logins. And then it doesn't have to be the point of the internet. It has to be connected in the Wi-Fi router, and then it runs that Wi-Fi router. So that's what I'm going to do, because I'm keeping my other one. But if you don't have one, don't buy another one. Why buy another access point or Wi-Fi router when you can just use BitDefender Box? How great is it? A one-stop solution. You get the Wi-Fi router, you got a firewalling solution, virus software. It protects all your Internet of Things, as well as it's going to protect every device on your system with included software, which is savings of hundreds of dollars for $100 and a $100, which includes a subscription to it. So this thing is a huge savings if you have a lot of devices. Plus, it saves you for the Internet of Things. Anyway, I'm going to show you the setup. There's a little setup guide that comes with it, and it takes you through the basic setup. If you have no Wi-Fi router, then you can look in the basic setup guide. It says go to page 15 in the book. You can skip my setup install that I'm doing here, go straight to page 15 and 16, which is right here, and you can just do it all yourself right there. You don't even need the rest of this tutorial. If you are hooking into an existing network with an existing Wi-Fi hub, go to the rest of this tutorial right now, and I'll show you the rest of it. We're going to plug this up in just a minute, then we're going to do the app, and then we're going to be done. So let's do it. Alright, so I'm taking my device and I'm getting ready to plug it up. I'll show you what it looks like plugged up in the back of my router here in just 2 minutes. Alright, so the power's on my BitDefender device. It's plugged into my router up here, my Wi-Fi hub. So now I'm going to be taking this guy and setting it up through the app. It's all plugged up. Make sure you got it powered up. So mine's powered up, plugged in, powered up, and make sure it's connected to your Wi-Fi device. And now we're going to go on screen to my app to finish. Alright guys, I'm back for the BitDefender Central setup. So I'm going to now add a device, and here in just a minute I'm going to set up BitDefender Box. So that's what we're doing here. I'm going to pause right now, and I'm going to set this up, and I'll show you how to set it up. Okay, so now I'm going to press Get Started right here. Now I powered up the BitDefender box, so it's plugged up. You guys saw I did that earlier. Press Next. Now I am connecting the BitDefender box to the Wi-Fi network. And so I'm going to use a password that's written on the back of the BitDefender box. Once our phone is connected, I'll return to the app. So I'm going to go to Settings and do that now, but I'm not going to show that here. So I'll show you when I get back. Alright folks, after getting online with BitDefender, I just found out there's a first generation app, and then the other one does a second generation. The first generation is a small white box that I've got. They just brought out a new generation BitDefender box that looks great. That's fine. It's for folks that really want to use this as a whole router, not like I'm doing it where it's running through just my thing. And here's the kicker. Do not call their support. They're a nightmare. It's hard to talk to them. They don't even know what they're talking about. But when I figured out it was a different app, I was like, hey, I'm going to go get the app and fix it. So now we're going into this app once I download it. But again, there's one app that you use for the white box that I've got, first generation. The second generation, it's a bigger box. It is the BitDefender Central app that you saw me using before. So I'm going to finish with this app. And again, good luck. If you order this from anywhere but BitDefender, you're going to be kind of up the creek. So this video is kind of important for you guys to find out that little bit of information. Folks, I am back with the BitDefender 1 app. This is the one for BitDefender Box 1. So if you have a box that looks like this picture right here, you need this app, not BitDefender Central. Now I think I can pull it under BitDefender Central after I set it up on this app, but this app is my BitDefender Box 1 app. So the new BitDefender you can put under BitDefender Central. So that's the difference. And then you're gonna go through the same way that I'm gonna be doing it here. And so anyways, I'll show you the rest soon. I am back again. So the setup configuration is right here, right after you log in. So I have another router, I'm not doing that. I powered it up. I provide the Ethernet cable to it. It says it's failed to find the box. I gotta connect to my home network. So let's do that. Didn't tell me to do that. So let's connect to the home network again, which means you gotta go into your settings and connect to your own Wi-Fi. I understand now what's going on. It had me with the other app trying to get me to connect a different way. So let's get onto my network that it's gonna talk through, which is right there. Now I understand what it's doing, see? And so BitDefender should be on there already. Let's see if it is. So, yeah, there we go. New firmware available, update box. Folks, now we're happening. So I'm gonna press update box. Okay, let's let it do its thing. And it says, this will update the software of your BitDefender box. During this process, do not disconnect cables. Keep it on and keep the app open until the update is completed. So I'm gonna press OK. And I'm going to let it update the firmware. If it goes quickly, I'll just let you see that. It does not look like it's going to go quickly. So I'm going to pause you guys and bring you back after this part finishes. Okay, so I've put in my router password and name because it's requested after I got the firmware. And let's let it do its communication. Now it's going to talk to my router and do the setup. So, oh, if you put in the wrong one, it won't work. So let's figure out what the right one is. It says that's not the right one. All right, so I think this is the correct password and login. Find out shortly. Once it goes through this, then it'll only need to do the setup for the system. And you guys, I'm glad I'm actually doing this with you guys because this is a really, really tough setup. And so it's working. You can see it updating there. And it looks like it's finally updating the actual hardware in the device now, which is great. So we're waiting on it just to finish up. A couple more seconds, hopefully. Here it goes. It's about to be done. One more second. Well, I'm going to put you on pause and then come back after it finishes. It is worth noting now that Box is rebooting to finalize the configuration. The internet connectivity will be lost for a minute, but when it comes back up, then it's going to start to protect our system all through the house, which is exciting. So it's going to be working with the router at that point, and that's when you're at that point. All right, folks, it says I'm all set, and now I can start using Box. So it's finally set up. But let me tell you something. This is a long setup process. Do not grow impatient. It'll hang up, and it'll go and go and go. It's taken minutes. I mean, you know, I started this video. You've seen minutes of it. It's taken like an hour for me to actually set this thing up. So do plan on having like an hour of time to set it up. And if you call tech support, they're horrible to deal with. But it works great. It is a great product. So right now I'm going to press start using Box, and now I can start adding devices, notifications, and activities, and it's already finding devices. And that's pretty much it. That's how it works. Oh, look at that. It's just going on and on. It's finding everything right now, which is great. And I'm letting it secure everything. And so it's going to keep doing this for a while, and then I'm going to add some software to my computers. And that's pretty much it. There's a game. Anyways, with that said, that's the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe because you're going to want to see even more things I bring out with Nerd Chic. And again, look at that. It's just finding everything on my device. On my system. So, you guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching, and subscribe.